Hello, everybody, and welcome to a dose of Hotel California here on the Sports Time Machine. As tonight, we'll bring you late night baseball back to 1930 and the New York Yankees. May 4th, we'll play two games tonight, having the computer roll the dice, and it'll be the New York Yankees against the Chicago White Sox. Let's get down to the ball field to make sure we're all set and you can see all the action. There we are. We welcome you to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx as the New York Yankees take on the Chicago White Sox. We'll do the best to do our game tonight. So we're kind of covering from whatever I've had. The Yankees come in with a record of 7 wins and 6 losses, while the White Sox are 7-5. Thomas on the mound for the White Sox, taking on Ed Wells. For the White Sox, it's Cecil, Reynolds, Clancy, Jolly, Harris, Cam, Smith, Autry, and Thomas. For the Yankees, it's Koenig. It's Combs, Koenig, and Ruth, Gehrig, Lazarian, Bird, Chapman, Dickey, and Wells. Let's play ball from Yankee Stadium. Here is now going to be Bill Castle, hitting .283, no home runs, 7 RBIs. Wells with the windup, and we're underway. That's going to be a walk to Cecil, and he's on base. So Wells ready, a little bit of trouble. Wells comes in, has pitched 9 innings, given up 14 hits, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. Doesn't have a record so far. Wells, left-hander, will now pitch to the very talented Carl Reynolds, hitting .327, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a line drive to second, 1 away. And that here is Bud Clancy. He's a left-handed hitter. Wells from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that will be a fly ball left field. That is Sammy Bird. He is a 1. He'll catch it. He does. There's 2 outs. Bird, a very good outfielder, is in there. It gives that Yankee a little bit of help. And here is Schmid Jolly, hitting .254 RBIs. What a year he had. .313, 16 homers, 114 RBIs. Wells from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first, retires the side. We go to the bottom of the first. Chicago nothing, and the Yankees nothing. On the mound for the White Sox, Tommy Thomas, 1-2 on the year, 4.50 ERA, 24 hits in 16 innings. He's a right-hander and basically dominates right-handed pitching. Has a very good stuff against righties. Thomas from the windup. Here's the pitch to Earl Combs. Combs hitting .414 through 58 at bats. Here's the pitch. Combs line to third. Cobb makes the play, 1 away. Here's Koenig, hitting .274, double 4 ribbies. Thomas with the windup and the pitch. That'll be a double to left center field. That's trouble. Reynolds can't get it. A double for Koenig. And now here's Ruth hitting an even 435 at bats. 1 home run, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, 17 walks in, 6 strikeouts. Thomas from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Ruth. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Reynolds will get under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And here is Gehrig. Gehrig hitting .385, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs, has 4 doubles and 2 triples. Thomas from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive in the gap. No one's going to get it. Koenig will score. Gehrig with a double, 1-0 Yanks. So now here's Tony Lazzari, .245, no homers, 8 RBIs. Thomas from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fly ball center field. Reynolds is there. Makes the catch. Yankees with the early lead. Yankees 1, White Sox nothing. Top of the second here in the Bronx. So now batting for the Chicago White Sox will be Dave Harris, hitting .417, 12 at bats, home run, 4 ribbies. Wells the windup. Here's a pitch to left-hander. And that's a fly ball right field. Ruth is there. Makes the catch at 1 away. Here is Com. That is Willie Com. Good ball player like we spoke of. .333, 48 at-bats, 4 RBIs. Wells, the left-hander from the mound. And that's going to be a fly ball right field. Trouble for Ruth. 3E12. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Good play by Ruth. Steps in under it. Makes the catch. 2 away. And now here is Ernie Smith hitting .167 and 54 at-bats. That is little more than what's it called? A little more than a sample size. Wells, the left-hander. Here's the pitch. And that will be up. Struck him out. Bottom of the second coming up. Yankees 1, White Sox nothing. Here is Sammy Bird. He's not hitting as he's in there for his glove. 20 at-bats, a double, and 4 RBIs. Thomas with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Smith with the play makes the catch. It here is Ben Chapman. Chapman hitting .295, home run, 10 RBIs. Thomas with the windup, and here's the pitch to Chapman. And that's a strikeout, 2 away for Bill Dickey, hitting .281, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Thomas with the windup, here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. Jolly with the play makes the catch, and we played 2 in the Bronx, 1-0 Yanks. And now here is Chick Autry. He had a great game in the first game of this series. 26 at-bats, 2 doubles, 5 RBIs. Wells with the windup. Here's the pitch to Autry. Autry, the line drive, base hit Autry. So he gets another base hit. So now here is the pitcher, Thomas. A 125 hitter, no home runs, 3 RBIs. Wells from the stretch. Are they going to bunt? And they will. A bunt by Thomas sends Autry to second. So now here's Bill Kissel. Wells from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that will be a fly ball right field. Let's see if Ruth comes up. This one he does. Nice catch by Ruth. Let's see if, nope, they won't send Autry, I don't think. And they don't. 2 outs. So now here's a tough. Carl Reynolds. On deck is Clancy. This is a tough spot for Wells. Doesn't want to make the mistake here. With Reynolds on deck, they're going to go ahead and the intentional walk to Carl Reynolds. So now here is Bud Clancy, first and second, 2 outs. Wells from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive. The first retires aside. Bottom of the third coming up, 1-0 New York. So now here's Wells. He hit .259 this season with 4 ribbies. Thomas with a windup. Here's the pitch to Wells. And that's going to be, what was that? That was going to be a routine grounder, short, picked up by Smith. Throws him out. And there is 1 out. Let's make sure we're still in your living room watching this ball game. Bottom of third, Yankees lead 1-0. Out hitting Chicago 2-1. Thomas with a windup. Here's the pitch to Combs, and Combs fly ball left field. Harris drifts, makes the catch, 1 away. Here's Koenig, double his first time up. Thomas with a windup. Here's the pitch to Koenig, and that's going to be a base hit for Koenig. So he continues to hit well. Here's Ruth. Flied out his first time up. Runner on second. 1 out. Gives Ruth a chance. Thomas from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a ground ball to short. This could be trouble. He cannot make the play. That's a base hit. It gets through the shortstop hole. Koenig goes to third. First and third. 2 outs for Gehrig. Doubled in RBIs last time up. Now Gehrig with 17 runs batted in. He started to hit the ball a little well. Just has not had the power so far. Thomas from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gehrig. And he walks him. The bases are loaded for 2 outs for Tony Lazzari, who's been in this situation before. He flied out his first time up. Thomas from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Makes the play. We played 3. 1-0 New York. Top of the 4th. Hotel California, doubleheader night. Yankees and the White Sox. Here is Shameed Jolly, 245 hitter and 4 RBIs. Wells with a lineup. Here's a pitch to Jolly. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Nice play. Throws him out, 1 away. 1 out in the 4th. So here is now Dave Harris. Wells with the lineup. Here's the pitch to Harris. And that's a single to center field for Harris. So now here's Calm. So run on first, 1 out. Wells from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Calm. And that's a ground ball back to the pitcher. 4-E-10. Does he make it? Yes, he does. No. He had it and lost it in his hands. That's going to be an E1 on Wells. That's a rare error. First and second, 1 out. White Sox with a chance. And here is Ernie Smith. Not much of a hitter. Struck out his first time up. There's 1 out. On deck is Autry, who's hit the Yankees well. Wells from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Smith. And that's going to be a fly ball left field. That's hit at Bird. Oh, he makes the catch, but the runners will advance. Send Bird all the way to the track. He makes the catch, turns around, but the runners will advance. Second and third, 2 outs for Chick Autry. So Chick Autry comes up second and third, 2 outs. A right-handed hitter that the Yankees extremely well, like we said. Wells from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Autry. And that's going to be a base hit right field. He does it again. Another RBI for Autry. They're going to send two, and they get him. It is 2-1 White Sox. So Autry, just like game one, becomes a star. And now here's Thomas. Wells from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Pop up the short. Koenig is there, makes the catch. White Sox take a 2-1 lead. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Hotel California, 1930. Doubleheader night as Yankees play the White Sox. Once they're done with this White Sox series, they'll move on to play the Cleveland Indians, a very talented team. Thomas will wind up. Here's a pitch to Bird. And that's going to be a ground ball to short, one away. Here is Chapman, who's 0 for 1. Thomas with a windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a fly ball to left field. Tommy Thomas pitching above his head right now. He was 5-13 with a 5.22 ERA. Thomas with a windup. Here's a pitch to Dickey. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Yankees cannot score. It's 2-1 Chicago. We head to the fifth. So here's Sissel, followed by Reynolds and Clancy. Wells looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a pop-up to second. Lazzari's there, gobbles it up, one away. Here's Reynolds. He lined out, and then he got that intentional walk. Wells will wind up. Here's a pitch to Reynolds. And that's going to be a ground ball to third, 2 outs. And now here is Bud Clancy. 0 for 2, a fly out in the lineup. Wells will line up. Here's a pitch to Clancy. And that's a fly ball to right. Ruth is there. Makes the catch and go to the bottom fifth. It's 2-1 Chicago. Here's a pitcher, Wells, followed by Combs and Koenig. Thomas looks in. Here's a pitch to Wells. And it's going to be a pop-up to short. Smith is there, one away. Here's Combs. He's 0 for 2, the Kentucky Colonel. Through 60 at-bats, has 4 doubles, a triple, and 6 RBIs. Thomas with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a foul out to the catcher, 2 outs. Here's Koenig. Koenig's 2 for 2. He's had 2 of the Yankee 4 hits. Thomas with a windup. Here's the pitch to Koenig. And that's going to be a strikeout out on Koenig. 6. That's 5 good innings for Tommy Thomas. It's 2-1. It's 2-1 White Sox. And the Yankees have to deal with Red Faber in the next game of the series. That could be a tough win. That could be a tough outing for him. Wells looks in. Here's a pitch to Jolly. And Jolly with a single, and he's 1 for 3. He's going to heat up. That was a very good season for Schmid. So now here's Dave Harris, 1 for 2. Wells from the stretch, runner on first base, and nobody out. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Let's see if Lazzari can gobble this one. He cannot. Gets past him. He knocked it down. Jolly heads to second. It's 2 on and nobody out. So now here is Willie Comm. First and second, nobody out. Wells from the stretch. Big time pitch here to keep the game close. Fly ball to center. Combs is there. Makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's Smith. Ernie Smith, first and second, 1 out. Wells from the stretch. Looks on. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Combs is there too. Makes the catch. So again, here's the guy. Here's the thorn in the Yankees side. Again, Chick Autry, 2 for 2, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, through 28 at-bats, 2 doubles, and 7 RBIs, which matches and more than his 1930 total. Wells from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Autry. Autry hits again a base hit, drives in a run, his 3rd RBI, and the White Sox lead it 3-1. Holy cow. Chick Autry having 2 great games in a row in this series and single-handedly taking out the Yankees. Wells from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Thomas. And that's going to be a pop-up to short. Koenig waits, makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Chicago holding on to a 3-1 lead. Thomas looks in through his 6th inning of work. Here's the pitch to the Bambino. And for the Bambino, it's a shot to left field over the head. That's a double for Ruth. He'll go in the second. And they'll bring the tying run to the plate for Gehrig. Thomas from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gehrig. And that's going to be a base hit for Gehrig. He knocks in a run. It's 3-2 White Sox. So now runner on first, nobody out. 3-2 Chicago. Thomas from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Lazzari. And that's a fly ball right field. Not deep. Jolly with the catch, 1 away. And now here's Sammy Bird. Thomas with a stretch here. Sammy Bird 0 for 2, couple ground outs. The pitch, and this time he hits a liner right at the second baseman, 2 outs. 3-2 Chicago. Thomas, runner on first, 2 outs. Chapman 0 for 2. Thomas from the stretch and the pitch. That's a single to right field. They'll go for third, and they'll make it. Standing first and third, 2 outs. Yankees now 90 feet away from tying this game. And here's Gehrig. He's 0 for 2. Thomas from the stretch. The youngster, Bill Dickey, tries to tie this game up. Does not. Pops it up. Sissel with the play. We go to the 7th. Chicago 3, New York 2. 3, 6-0 for the White Sox, 2, 7-1 for the Yankees. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hotel California's doubleheader night. Yankees and White Sox finished this series, and with red favor taking them out in the third game. Yankees would like to get this game under their belts, but right now, Chick Autry has been an absolute stud in this series. In a middle, if he played this way his entire career, he'd be a starter, but he's killing the Yankees in this series. Wells in his 7th inning of work. Here's the pitch to Sissel. And he gets a line drive deep to left field. That's up against the wall. That's a double for Sissel. So he's on base. So now Wells with trouble. Here's Carl Reynolds. This is where the Yankees could make a move and get Ed Wells out of there. We'll see who's available. This is where the smarts would be Herb Pennock, but he's a lefty. And I'm kind of trying to avoid him right now. Ooh, Yankees, most of their bullpen has been used and has been tired. They're running out of people. So let's see who the Yankees want to go with. I mean, the guy's pitched 2 innings. Ooh, not good stats. You got to kind of be careful. Does Ed Wells get a longer leash because they're kind of out of arms? As Pennock's been a lefty. So Wells will stay in, runner on second, nobody out, and the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. They get lucky there. Ruth with a catch. Sissel will stay 1 away. So Clancy 0 for 3. Again, he likes kind of lefties. And then you get a lefty and Jolly. Wells from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive deep to right field. Is it going to go? It is gone. Now that is gone. 5-2 White Sox. A 2-home run, 2-run shot for Bud Clancy. And the White Sox take a 5-2 lead. So Wells right now in deep trouble. Wells with a windup. Here's the pitch to Jolly. And Jolly gives up another base hit. That's in the gap. That's a double for Jolly. And that will tire Ed Wells one way or the other. So now here's Dave Harris. Now, what do they do? Again, are they stuck? They're going to go with Edwards here, which could be an absolute horror show. Yes, it is. Holy smokies. I don't like that card at all. Here's Harris, runner on second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. They almost want to keep it. Oof, base hit left field. Here comes the throw home. Are they going to get him? Yes, they do. What a throw by Bird. So Bird throws a bullet to Dickey, blocks the plate, and he tags him for the 2nd out. So they get a nice throw there by Bird all the way in on a fly. Dickey with the tag. And now here's Com. And yes, 0 arm there. Com. 6-8 walks. Jesus. Now here is Ernie Smith. First and second, 2 outs. 5-2 White Sox. Edward just looking to get out of things right here. And a fly ball right field. Ruth is there. Makes the catch. 5-2 White Sox going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Not much for the Yankees to do here. They're getting beat up by a White Sox team. And now with their pitcher up, this is where a double switch probably would be good for them. He's never had a bat. He basically becomes a pitcher's hitting card number 1. Let's see. They'll bring in Larry to hit for Edwards, and hopefully they can do somebody else who can pitch. So Thomas with the windup and the pitch. And that's a ground ball to short, 1 away. Here is Combs. He's 0 for 3. Thomas with a windup. And that's going to be a walk to Combs. There's a base runner. Now here's Koenig. He comes on. He gives Murderer's Row a chance. Thomas from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Koenig. Koenig doubles the left field down the line. Run will go to third. Will they score him? Here comes the lead runner. Hold the trailing runner, and he's safe. It's 5-3 White Sox. So an RBI double for Koenig. Yankees back in it, and now here's Ruth. Tying run to the plate. Thomas from the stretch. What do they do with Ruth here? Ruth singles for Ruth. Koenig scores. It's 5-4 White Sox. Now Herb Pennock gets up. He might be the one being brought in now in a close game. Gehrig 2 for 2 with a walk. Thomas from the stretch. We'll see if they pull, and they will. It will be Caraway. 1-0, 1 save, 4.15 ERA, a starter and reliever. Caraway from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gehrig. Ground ball to short. That could be trouble. That's a base hit. He will not get it. Hunnefield's in the game, and he knocks it down, but it's still a base hit. First and second. One out for Lazzeri. So now it gets really interesting. First and second, one out for Lazzeri. Caraway from the stretch. Yankees fighting all the way back. It's 5-4 now. Lazzeri with a base hit to left field. They will try to send him home. Why not? Here comes the throw. Hold the trailing runners. He's safe, and we're tied at 5. So the Yankees with a 3-run 7th inning tie this game up. And now here's Sammy Bird. So Caraway looks at Bird. A lot more power against lefties, though. And that's going to be a ground ball to first. Clancy's a 4-8. And he can't make the play again. It's now 6-5 Yankees in the 7th. So Yankees come all the way back with a 4th spot in the 7th. Here's Ben Chapman. And that's a ground ball. The second runner will score. And it's 7-5. So now here's Bill Dickey, 0 for 3. So the double, that'll be a double for Dickey on a 1-6 double. And the Yankees have now a 6th spot in the 7th, lead 8-5. They needed this one. Here's Larry. He led this game off, pinch hitting for the pitcher. And he'll make 2 outs in the same inning. How about that? Yankees score 6 in the 7th. All of a sudden, New York 8, Chicago 5. And I guess it'll be time for Herb Pennock. And he'll probably come in just hopefully hold things down. So top of the 8th, Pennock is 3-1 on the year, 2.87 ERA. Pennock will pitch to Autry, Hunnifield, and Sissel. They're going to bring in more. They took out the guy who was 3 for 3. That made no sense. He's batting 235 and 34 at bats. And that's going to be a base hit. So they bring a pinch hitter, gets a hit. Runner on first. And here is Bill Hunnifield. Ooh, not bad for Hunnefeld. 272, 81 bats as a home run. It's on his card on a 1-5. Holy cow. Pennock from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That will be ground ball to short. Played by Koenig. Makes the play. And he gets a fielder's choice, so 1 away. So now here's Sissel. 1 for 3 at double. Pennock with the stretch. And that'll be a base hit center field. So Pennock kind of getting hit. First and third with 1 out for Carl Reynolds again. So now Pennock trying to keep himself out of trouble here. Here's the stretch from Pennock. And he hits the bomb. Left center field. Goodbye, baseball. 9-8 White Sox. Actually, it's 8-8. A 3-run inning for the White Sox here in the 8th by Carl Reynolds. We talked about him during this entire series. He's looking to explode and does. So Pennock gives up the tying bomb in the 8th, and we are tied. Here's Clancy, 1 for 4 with a home run. Clancy ground ball first. Gehrig with the play. There's 2 outs. Smead Jolly, 2 for 4 with a double. And that will be a base hit. They're rocking Pennock right now. Here's Harris, 3 for 4 with a run scored. Pennock from the stretch. They're trying to run on him. Here's the pitch. And that's a fly ball center field. Combs is there. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. What a ball game. Yankees 8, White Sox 8. 8-13-1 for New York. 8-14-0 for the White Sox. What a ball game we have here in the Bronx, New York. American League Yankees 1930 replay. We'll play the last game of the series. Red Faber, a strong pitcher for the White Sox, gets the ball in the finale. Caraway will pitch to Combs. And that's a walk. So Combs is on. So here they come again. Caraway from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Koenig with 3 hits. And Koenig gets a drive to deep left field. That's going to be a triple for Mark Koenig. He's 4 for 5. Yankees lead 9-8. So Caraway looks in. Here's a pitch to Ruth, who's 3 for 4. And that's going to be, that's a possible injury to Ruth. And he will. He'll continue, though. Here is Gehrig with 1 away. Gehrig is a strikeout. And now here's Lazzeri, 1 for 4. It's 10-8 New York, as that was a sacrifice fly. Yankees needed that one. Here's a single for Zeri. Yankees with a 2-run lead, and here is Bird now, the caraway. And that's going to pop up to second. Sissel with the play. Bottom, top of the ninth coming up. Possible last licks for the White Sox. Yankees 10, White Sox 8. 10-15-1 for the Yanks. 8-14 for the Sox. So it's Calm, Caraway, and Klinger. So it looks like they made a couple defensive double switches here. And the Yankees will stay with Herb Pennock, who's gotten hit hard already. Pennock with the windup. Here's the pitch to Calm. And he gets up shot to left field. That's going to be a double. And the White Sox put the tying runner on. And Pennock is already tired. So now the Yankees in trouble. It's going to be probably a pinch hitter for Caraway here. So let's see if the Yankees decide to make a move. And they have no one on the bench who would not come in tired because of the fatigue. Pennock may have to survive. They'll go to Kerr here. 1 at bat on the year, hit 289, 3 home runs. The pitch to Kerr, and that's a fly ball to left. Break there. Bird with the catch. Koenig. Cam has to hold. And now here is Klinger. So he'll bat. He came in. He only has 8 at bats on the real season. 0 for 2 in this replay. Pennock from the stretch. Here's the pitch. They'll go with Watwood. Watwood had 427 at bats, so he's had a more natural year. Hit 302, so hits very solid. So Pennock from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Watwood, and that's a ground ball to third. There's 2 outs, 1 out, and the Yankees will get out of this one with a win. So here's Hunnefeld, 0 for 1 to run scored. Pennock from the stretch in the pitch, and that's going to be a base hit right field. First and third, White Sox now the tying runners on. Sissel up with the very dangerous Carl Reynolds up second. So Sissel 2 for 4. Pennock holding on for dear life from the stretch. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be a base hit center field. It is 10-9. They'll stop the other runner from scoring. And now it has come down to Carl Reynolds. 9-10-9 Yanks. First and third, 2 outs. Reynolds a huge 3-run homer back in the 8th. Pennock from the stretch looks in. Here's the pitch to Carl Reynolds. Base hit center field. We are tied. It is now 10-10. White Sox with a 2-run lead. A 2-run here in the 10th. They'll force the Yankees with a possibility of scoring to walk off or their last licks. Pennock from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Clancy. And that's a ground ball to first. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Yankees need 1 to walk it off, or we'll go to free baseball. Chapman, Dickey, Pennock to bat. Walsh from the windup. Here's the pitch to Chapman. And that's going to be a base hit. Big Ed Walsh is in. Wow, 1-4, 5.38 ERA, 104 innings. And I think Ed Walsh was still around, but I guess he still had some ticking to do. Left-handed Walsh against Dickey. Chapman may run a run with those numbers. Let's see. Doesn't get it, but gets a chance on a 1-12. Here's Dickey, left-handed batter. Walsh from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball to center. Needed that one. Reynolds with the play makes it. And now here's Pennock. Not much of a hitter. He'll stay in there. He gives the Yankees solid relief. Walsh from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Pennock. And ground ball double play. Can you say it? Free baseball here in the Bronx. Game 1 of 2. The White Sox 10-18-0. The Yankees 10-16-1. What a unreal ball game here in the Bronx. Look at the scoreboard, folks who are here. It has just been absolutely insanity here in Game 1. So now free baseball. Jolly followed by Harris and Calm. Pennock stays out there. He has not looked good at all, but he's one of the reliable pitchers left on this team. Pennock to Jolly and the pitch. That's a pop up to first. Gehrig with the play. And now here's Dave Harris. 3 for 5. Pennock with the windup and pitch to Harris. That's a ground ball to short. 2 outs. And now here's Willie Calm. He is right now 1 for 4 with a double. Pennock trying to get out of this for the Yanks. Pitch to him. And that's going to be a single at center field. They got a runner on. Now here's Riddle. Riddle's coming to catch. 167 hitter, 18 at bats. Pennock from the stretch. Who did the White Sox have on their bench? Jeffries, Shires, and Metzer. So not a lot of available bodies. Pennock from the stretch. Pitch to Riddle. And that's a fly ball right field. Yankees again, a chance to walk this off. Bottom of the 10th. Still 10-10. So here is Combs, Koenig, and then Murderers Row. Big Ed Walsh on the mound still. In relief from the windup, pitch to Combs. 3-5 base hit Combs. That's a huge hit. Now, with that kind of numbers, let's see if they can steal on him here. And he doesn't. Ooh. Now, do they have someone on their bench who can run is the question. We're looking on their bench and see if somebody wants to come off and run. I see who I want up here is Jimmy Reese. No, well, Walsh is a righty, my fault. So let's see if we bring Reese out in this case. Who is up for the Koenig's been hitting. Normally, if Sean was here, he probably would want Koenig's hit by now. But Koenig's 4 for 5. 3 doubles, triple, 6 RBIs, hitting 327. Koenig will switch and bat left-handed against Big Ed Walsh. From the stretch, here's a pitch to Koenig. And that's a walk, and now the Yankees have a chance to walk it off. First and second, no outs, with the Bambino up 3 for 4 with a double. Walsh from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a fly ball right field. That could be dangerous, and ball game it is. Drops in front of Jolly, cannot get it. Yankees walk it off. They win this by a score of 11-10. 11, 19-1 for the Yanks, 10, 19-0 for the White Sox. Insanity in the Bronx. We'll see the second game in a moment. Sissel with 3 hits. Carl Reynolds 2 for 5 and 4 RBIs. Jolly 3 for 6 and a run scored. Harris 3 for 6 and a run scored. Cam 2 for 5 and 2 runs scored. Autry, the son of a gun, 3 for 3, 3 RBIs. He's overdoing what he's normally done in his real life. And for your Yankees, Koenig 4 for 5, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Ruth 4 for 5, 2 runs scored. The game-winning RBI had 3 RBIs. Gary 3 for 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Lazzeri 2 for 5, Chapman 2 for 5, and Dickey 1 for 5. Again, the numbers: the Yankees 11, 18-1, the White Sox 10, 19-0. The winner was Koenig. He goes to 4-1, mostly out of relief. 3 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned. He did not have this good stuff. The blown save goes to Caraway. Timmy Thomas had the no decision, and Big Ed Walsh took the loss. 1 inning and worked, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Let's take a breath and let's do game 2 on a different day here. The last game of this 3-game series between the Yankees and the White Sox. Again, it's Red Faber on the mound for the White Sox against a god-awful card in Lefty Gomez. Goodness gracious, this is going to suck big time. Ooh, Gomez may have to take one on the chin here. White Sox lineup: Sissel, Smith, Harris, Jolly, Comm, Clancy, Watwood now at center. Autry, that son of a, is behind the plate, and Red Faber on the mound. Red Faber, let's look at Red Faber's numbers and see what he's done. This season, he was 8-13, definitely not his good stuff. 4.21 ERA, but he's 1-2 with a 2.11 ERA. So he's pitching a lot better in our replay so far. For the Yankees, it's Combs, Koenig, Ruth, Gehrig, Lazzeri, Bird, Chapman, Bubbles, Hargrave behind the plate, and on the mound is Lefty Gomez, who has a god-awful crap card. So Gomez on the year was 2-5, 5.55 ERA. And now we have to see if we can deal with him. He can go 6 before getting tired. I'd be surprised if he lasts that long. Game 2, this will be on May 5th, 1930. The Yankees and the White Sox. The Yankees are now 8-6, and the White Sox are 7-6. The Yankees are in 3rd place. The White Sox are in 4th. All right, let's go to the second game of this doubleheader. Again, thank you so much for being here. This is the second game of our doubleheader. And it's going to be Lefty Gomez on the mound. Well, I guess card's not too bad, but he's got that power hanging there. So here's Gomez with the windup and the pitch to Sissel. And that's a base hit for Sissel. Doesn't need help there. Sissel is on. Gomez a +1. It's a -1 to run. Gomez from the stretch. Here is Ernie Smith and the pitch. And Ernie Smith is a ground ball to short, hit at Koenig. Gets it. He gets the fielder's choice. Goes to second. Lazzeri had a bad feel of it. And Smith will go to first. Now here is Harris. We'll see if they run him here. Gomez from the stretch. Here's the pitch. They picked him off. Gomez stepped off and picked him off. Throws it back to Garrett, who put the tag on him. So now here is Dave Harris. Harris hitting 444 in 18 at-bats. Gomez with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a walk to Harris. And now here's Shmead Jolly again. 276, no homers, 4 RBIs. And, of course, you're here to see Carl Reynolds. He is on the bench. Must be getting the third game of this doubleheader off. Gomez from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jolly. And that's going to be ground ball back to the pitcher. 1/2 inning of play. Chicago, nothing. New York coming up the bat. Red Faber on the mound. Pretty not bad card. Here is Earl Combs hitting 403. 4 doubles, a triple, and 6 RBIs. Faber with the windup and pitch to Combs. And that's a walk to Combs. So now let's see what they do here. It's even to run. Can get it picked off, though. And he doesn't. So here's Koenig. And, boy, he's back been hot. 327. 4 extra base hits. 3 doubles and a triple. Faber from the stretch. And Faber with a fly ball to center. Watwood is there and makes the catch. Again, their outfielder all 4s. And anything hit out there will be an adventure. Here's Ruth. 450 on the year through 40 at-bats. 2 doubles, triple, 4 homers. Has 17 walks. Faber from the windup in the pitch. That will be a line drive base hit for Ruth as Combs goes to second. So Ruth continues to hit. And now here's Gary. Can't say anything bad about him anymore. 18 RBIs so far. 5 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 homers. So he has 9 extra base hits. Faber from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gary. And that's going to be a line drive base hit. That will score Combs. Ruth the third. The Yankees take a quick 1-0 lead. So Faber from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Lazari hitting 259. He's the one that struggled. Popped up to Sissel with the catch, 2 outs. And now here's Sammy Bird. Bird in this lineup has not shown much of an offensive right now. Faber from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. And that's going to be a walk. And the bases are loaded. The Yankees for Ben Chapman. Hitting a very nice 306. Home runs, 11 RBIs. Faber from the stretch. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Yankees only score 1. They leave the bases loaded. We played an inning. It's 1-0 Yanks. So top of the second, the second game of the doubleheader that finishes the series with the White Sox. The Cleveland Indians come to town after this. Lefty Gomez on the mound. Here's the pitch to come. Struck him out, 1 away. So now here's Bud Clancy. Gomez, the left-hander. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a pop line drive to first. And here's Watwood. He's 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. Gomez, the left-hander. Here's the pitch to Watwood. And that's a ground ball. So Lefty Gomez proving me wrong. 2 innings, 1-0 Yanks. Here's Bubbles Hargrave hitting 200, 5 at-bats, 1 for 5. Faber with the windup. Here's the pitch to Bubbles. 3-5. It's a walk for Bubbles. He's on base. Now here's Lefty Gomez. Hey, how about this? We'll ball. You don't see walks on other channels. Let's go ahead and walk for Gomez, unless you're watching Beatles eternally. Runner on second, 1 out. Here's Earl Combs. Faber from the stretch and the pitch to Combs. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Throws him out, 2 outs. And here's Koenig. He's 0 for 1. Again with Ruth on deck. Faber from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Koenig. And he grounds it short. So Ruth will have to come up. And here's this SOB. His name is Chick Autry. So he had 71 at-bats during his regular year, a double, triple, no homers, 5 RBIs. He hit 254. Well, this son of a bitch, 29 at-bats in a replay, 2 doubles, 8 RBIs. He hit 379. Huh? Okay. I thought maybe he was, the guy from the Angels or something, the owner. This is Chick Autry, right-handed hitter. Gomez, the lefty on the mound, and the pitch. And he walks him, so Autry goes on base again. What do you know? Here's Faber. Let's see if he follows up with a walk. 0-41 hitter, not a good hitter. Gomez from the stretch. Here's the bunt by Faber. It's a good one as Autry moves to second. Here is Sissel. Runner on second, 1 out. Gomez from the stretch in the pitch. Line drive caught by Koenig, 2 outs. And here's Ernie Smith. So now Gomez from the stretch. Big pitch to Ernie. And that's a ground ball to first. So Lefty Gomez proving us wrong here. We go to the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 Yanks. Let's see. Let's do a little reconnaissance, as they say in baseball. Let's look at Mr. Lefty Gomez. Again, a great Yankee pitcher in his prime, Hall of Famer. And the question is, 1930 is probably the beginning of his career, I'm guessing. Let's see where he was in 1930. Probably the very beginning. He was a Hall of Famer, two-time Triple Crown winner, seven-time All-Star, eight-time World Champion, and a two-time ERA champion. Yeah, not a bad pitcher. This was his rookie year in 1930. Next year, he goes 21-9 with a 2.87 ERA. Yeah, he became a pretty decent pitcher. So now coming up, let's make sure we have our game up. Babe Ruth, 1-for-1 singles last time up. Faber with the windup and the pitch. 5-8, ground ball to second. Tough play by Sissel, and he throws it away. Cannot make the play. Clancy took him off the bag, and Ruth's on. So now Faber from the stretch. Ruth is on at first. Here's a pitch to Gehrig, and that's going to be a strikeout, one away. Here's Lazzari. Faber from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Lazzari, and fly ball to right. Jolly is there, 2 outs. Here is Bird. Walked his first time up. Faber from the stretch. Runner on first. And that's a walk to Bird. 2 on and 2 out now for Chapman, who's 0-for-1. Faber from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Chapman. And that will be a line drive to second. And we played 3 here in Yankee Stadium. 1-0 Yanks. Let's go ahead and get back to our people watching here. Thank you all for being in here, watching it from the beginning, or who came in late. Please go back and watch. Hopefully we'll not lose monetization because of our opening, but I kind of like to have that, but we'll have to see. I don't know how many seconds you get free, but we'll have to see. Here's Dave Harris, Jolly, and Cam, the batter. Gomez, the lefty on the mound. Here's the pitch, and that's a mistake. That's a base hit for Harris. Again, Gomez's card is definitely a rookie. Gomez from the stretch. Jolly 0-for-1. He should get this lefty-lefty matchup, and there's the double play. Gehrig, the short, the first, 3-6-3, 2 outs in the fourth. Here's Com 0-for-1. Gomez with the windup and the pitch, and that's going to be a walk. So again, Com is on. Here's Clancy. Gomez from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 New York. Bubbles Hargrave, 1 walk so far today. Faber with the windup. Here's the pitch to Hargrave. That's going to be an injury. Bill Dickey may have to come to this ball game, and he is. So now here is Gomez. Here's the pitch to him. That's going to be a line drive. Base hit for lefty Gomez. How about that? Good job, lefty. Here's Combs. Walked and grounded out. Faber from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a base hit for Earl Combs. Gomez will go to third. First and third, 1 out. And the Yankees trying a little bit of little fourth inning that rally here. Ruth and Gehrig to follow. Faber from the stretch. White Sox playing the corners in. And the pitch is a fly ball center field. Tough play for Watwood. 4E14. He drops in for a base hit. Gomez scores. Combs will hustle to third. Yankees lead it 2-0. So now here's Ruth. He can really put this one away, or at least early. Faber from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a walk, and the Yankees have the bases loaded. Red Faber really dealing with some problems here. Bases loaded, 1 out for Lou. Lou so far single to run in, struck out. Faber from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That will be a walk to Gehrig, and the Yankees are just putting the corner inside the turnstile, and the merry-go-round goes round and round. 3-0 Yanks in the fourth with 1 out. Here is Lazzari, 0-for-2. He needs this hit. He's kind of struggling in there. Faber from the stretch. And he swings at the fly ball right field, not deep. He will not even get an RBI. That's a huge out. Here's Sammy Bird. 2 walks. He can use another one to put the quarter in. Faber from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bird. And Bird does more than that. That's a base hit. They'll go 90 feet around. The merry-go-round goes 90 feet around. Yankees lead 4-0 with a 3-run fourth. Here's Chapman. Faber from the stretch, and they will, that's going to be a wild pitch. That will score a run. Gehrig will go to third. Bird to second. Yankees lead 5-0. Faber for the stretch to Chapman. That's a line drive caught, and that's it. With the daily-only injuries, Bubbles Hargrave will come out. So let's see if we can keep him from have to come out. We'll go to Bang Ball here. And since he hasn't had many at-bats, he's been, I think, with 6 at-bats on the season. My mouse has been trouble so far. So here's Bang Ball right there. He'll go behind the plate for the Yanks. So he'll be the new catcher. Let's go ahead and do that. So now here's Watwood. 5-0 Yanks in the fifth. Be Watwood, Autry, and Faber. So here's the pitch. 5-4. Line pop up the second. Lazare at the play. Here's Autry now. See what he does to me now. The pitch to him is a ground ball to second. 2 outs. I bet you Faber will come out here. Gomez with the windup. No, he'll bat. Here's the pitch. High ball left field. Bird is there, and he makes the catch. Remember, this is 1930, not 2025. Faber bats in the fifth. It's still 5-0 Yanks. So now here's Bengal. Now he'll come up after the injury to Hargrave. Again, he's 2 for 6, a couple doubles, couple RBIs. Faber with the windup. And that will be a pop-up to second. Sissel is there, 1 away. Here's Gomez, 1 for 1 with the run scored. He struck him out, 2 outs. Here's Combs, 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Pitch from Faber. And that's going to be a deep drive to right field. That's going to be caught by Jolly. Brings it back to the park. And we played 5 here at the stadium. New York 5, White Sox nothing. Top of the 6th. Yankees playing well here on this game. It's, again, Hotel California, second game of our doubleheader. Please go back and watch the first one if you haven't. This was May 4th and May 5th games. Yankees will play the Indians in a new series next. 5-0 New York. Sissel against Gomez. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a line drive caught. And now here's Ernie Smith. 1 away. Lefty Gomez, who I definitely called trash early in this game, is coming out as a rookie and pitching probably his come-out party. Lefty Gomez with the pitch. Here's the pitch to Dave Harris. And that's a walk. Now here's Jolly. Jolly is so far today he's 0 for 2. Gomez from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a struck him out. 6 good innings out of Lefty Gomez. 5-0 Yanks. And again, Murderers Row. Koenig, Ruth, Gehrig. Faber with the windup stays in the game. 2-3. That's going to be a double for Koenig. He's 2 for 4. Boy, they've been getting so good production. And guess what? They're going to trade him. Here's Ruth. 1 for 2 with the run scored. Faber from the stretch and the pitch. That will be a fly ball center field. That's going to be Watwood. That could be trouble. No, he makes the catch. Good sliding catch by Watwood. 1 away. Koenig will have to hold. So now here, they can go. And Koenig is trying to be aggressive, and he's in there. Good job by Koenig. Goes to third. Here's Gehrig. 1 for 2, 2 RBIs. Faber from the stretch. And that's going to be a walk. First and third, 1 out for Lazare. And they're just making Lazare beat him. 3 doubles, 2 triples. Has not hit a home run yet. 9 RBIs. Faber from the stretch. Pitch to Lazare. And again, finally, Lazare with a base hit. Gets to run home. And it's 6-0. And that, folks, should be all for Red Faber. They'll call the timeout on the field. They'll probably have a pitching change. And again, they go back to Big Ed Walsh. Comes back out and pitches. So the big right-hander comes out. Now pitch to Sammy Bird. And that's going to be a line drive caught by Sissel. 2 outs. Here's Chapman. Chapman 0 for 3. Walsh from the windup. Here's the pitch to Chapman. And that's a ground ball to third. We go to the top of the 7th. Lefty Gomez proving me wrong. 6-0 Yankees going to the 7th inning. So top of the 7th. Now here is going to be Willie Comm, followed by Clancy and Watwood. So Gomez with a pitch to Comm, and that's a ground ball short, 1 away. Here is Clancy 0 for 2. Gomez with a windup and pitch, and that's a ground ball to second, 2 out. Lefty Gomez about to give me 7 innings of 2-hit ball. Gomez with a windup. Here's a pitch to Watwood, and that's a ground ball down to Gehrig. He fields it. No, he doesn't. Cannot make it. He stops it. Looks to throw, but Gomez did not take first. That's something he did not learn well during FIP training. So runner on first and 2 outs. Here's Autry, 0 for 1 with a walk. Gomez with the stretch. Let's see if that hurts him right now. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Goes to second, and that's it. 7th inning stretch here in New York. Yankees 6, White Sox nothing. So now here is Bengal, and Gomez and Combs. Walsh with the windup. Here's a pitch to Bengal. 2-9 base hit center field. Doing a good job behind the plate replacing Bubbles Hargrave. Here's Gomez, and he will stay in this game and bunt. So Lefty Gomez will drag a good bunt down. Bengal to second, 1 away. Here's Walsh to Combs, 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, and the pitch. That will be a catch, X. Let's see what happens here. That could be a wild pitch. Does he get the wild pitch? Yes, he does. He goes to third, and Combs stays up. Now the infield is back for whatever reason with this lead. Walsh from the stretch to Combs, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. That would be a 1-8 for Bengal. He'll not try that one. There's 2 outs and back to Koenig. Boy, when they get back to this part of the lineup, they are seriously just really good. 2 for 4. Koenig hitting .340 now. 4 doubles, a triple, and 7 RBIs. Walsh from the stretch to Koenig. And that's a ground ball to second. .341 for Sissel. Can't make the play. He's going to throw it over Clancy's head, and Bengal scores. Koenig will take second base on the throw. So the Yankees take a 7-0 lead. E4 by Sissel, and here comes the Bambino. Walsh from the stretch. The pitch to Ruth. And that's going to be a pet back to the pitcher. Throws it out. And we'll head to the 8th inning. It's New York 7 and it's Chicago 0. The Yankees are 2 outs away from winning this series 2-1 after losing the first one, which is a big game for them. They want to be able to win series with the Philadelphia Athletics already going well. And they'll back Carl Reynolds. He comes off the bench, gets a nice ovation from the home Yankee crowd. A lot of these people came to see Carl, probably one of the finer American League players. Gomez with the windup and pitch to Reynolds, and that's a walk, so now he's on. Gomez has walked 4, has walked 7, actually. Struck out 1, but wait a minute, I'm sorry. He's walked 5, struck out 2. Gomez from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Sissel. And that's a hit and run base hit. Perfect baseball. Reynolds goes to third. And now the White Sox got something going. Here's Ernie Smith, possibly 1 hit away from fatiguing Gomez out. Gomez from the stretch to Ernie Smith. That's a pop up the third. Chapman with the catch, 1 away. Here's Dave Harris. 2 walks and a single. Gomez from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Yankees by a touchdown. Here's the pitch to Harris. And that's going to be a line drive double play to end the inning. How about that? Yankees get out of it. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-0 New York. On the mound for the White Sox, Ted Blankenship. And he'll pitch to the Yankee middles. Again, Gehrig, Lazary, and Bird. Gehrig 1 for 2, 2 singles, 2 walks. So he's been 1 for 2. He had a strikeout back in the 4th. Blankenship with the windup pitch to Gehrig, and Gehrig singles the center field. So Gehrig on again. So Lazary now up 1 for 4 with an RBI. Let's see if that's sparked him now. Blankenship from the stretch. And that's going to be a pop to second. Sissel there makes the catch, 1 away. And now here's Bird, 1 for 2 with the RBI. Blankenship from the stretch, runner on first. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see what they get. That's going to be 1 play. No, bad play by Smith, and there will be an error. Second, that'll be the 3rd error for the White Sox. Yankees now 1st and 2nd, 1 out. And here's Chapman. Blankenship working from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out, and the pitch. Double play ball. Second to short, the second to first. We now go to the top of the 9th. Yankees lead it 7-0. 7-11-0 for the Yanks. 4-3 for the White Sox. Last licks for the Chicago White Sox. So now here we go. He'll pitch to Jolly, Comm, and Clancy. Clancy looks and gets the sign. Pitch to Jolly. And that's going to be a line drive right field. Ruth with the catch, 1 away. He's 2 outs from an amazing complete game. Gomez with a pitch. Pitch to Comm. And that's going to be a base hit for Comm. Base hit number 5. Now here's Clancy. Gomez from the stretch. Pitch to Clancy now. And that's going to be a line drive in the gap. Ruth runs over, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And here's Watwood with Autry on deck. Gomez from the stretch. First run on first and 2 outs. Pitch to Watwood, and that's another 1-3. Ruth is there, makes the catch, and lefty Gomez shocks the crowd. Everyone here, and pitches a complete game 5-hitter shutout. The Yankees 7-11-0. They will improve to 9-6. The White Sox will go to 500 at 7-7 at no runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors, while the Yankees take a Slurpee break. 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Gomez with the win, the MVP of the game, no doubt about it. 9 innings, 5 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Hopefully that doesn't get to his head. Koenig 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Gehrig 2 for 3 and 2 RBIs. Ruth was only 1 for 4. For the White Sox, not much happening. But Kissel, Sissel was 2 for 4. And the White Sox only ended up with 5 hits. The Yankees with 11. White Sox committed 3 errors. They out of the 7 earned runs, all were earned. So the errors really didn't add to that. Doubles by Koenig, and that was it. RBIs, Koenig had 2 for 8. Gehrig had 2 for 20. Lazzeri had his 10th, and Bird had his 6th. Yankees win this game 7-0. Let's look at the Indian series, and then we'll take a look at the standings while we're here. So give me 1 second to keep this back up here. And we'll take a look at the Indian series. And we'll look at the series ahead, too. So Wes Farrell will take on George Pipgrass. That'll be the May 6th Tuesday game. And then we'll go to Wednesday. Let's make sure we're on auto. And then it will be Pete Appleton to take on Tom Zachary. So that'll be the second game of that series. And let's see if there's a third game to be played with these guys. Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis. No, it looks like it's a 2-game series between the Indians and Yankees. So next time we're together, hopefully we can play that series out. And then we'll probably move to the Friday series, and the Yankees will entertain the Detroit Tigers. A lot of talent in that team. George Uhl will take on Ed Wells. That's going to be a Friday game. So that should be a weekend series. And that'll be Chief Hogsett against Lefty Gomez coming back and pitching at the stadium. The Yankees will be at home for a little bit. And then the third game will be Vic Sorrell. And then it looks like it will be a to-be-determined pitcher for the Yanks that game. So thank you so much for coming in. Let's take a look at the standings. I haven't looked at these standings a lot, to be honest. So let's go ahead and do a quick what do you want to call? Cancel. Oh, damn. All right, we're gonna have to recall it back up, friends. Sorry, give me 1 second. I did not activate a year, so that's automatically going to bring my Yankees. So please stay with me. I'm still here. And let's bring up the game once again. So sorry about that. The thing is, when you have seasons you have not reactivated yet, and you don't enter a code, you automatically crash the server. So unfortunately, that does that. So if you're still with me, stay with me. We'll go over the standings and all that, including the games we've already missed, and we'll go ahead and upgrade that. So it's hopefully this game will pop in a minute again. Not sure why it's being slow. I don't want a million games to pop up, but right now it's kind of being its slow self. Right, here it goes. That should not give me a game. It does. So let's go ahead and let's make sure we got a game system up. We do, guys. Thank you again. And let's go ahead and go there. Let's go back to here again. Let's see. Let's go back to the game. Well, send me a game to play. Here we go. Let's go ahead and now look. Oh, we got to pull up 1930 as my game to play. 1930 American League. And let's see. Where are we here? Okay, let's go ahead and play Dave there. Let's see. White Sox over Red Sox 9-1. Detroit over Washington 5-2. And the Philadelphia A's defeated the Browns 4-2. Again, not much stopping those A's. We'll go ahead and cancel that one again. Let's see if there's any other baseball we play before we have our game that we're going to be waiting on. I don't want to jump over anything while I have you here. Nope, looks like we're ready for the Yanks, Wes Farrell and George Pipgrass. And now let's take a look at the standings through as we're all current. The Philadelphia A's are 13-4. They're 2.5 over the Indians who they're playing. And the New York Yankees are 8-5. They're 3 out. The White Sox are 4 out. The Tigers are 4 out. The Senators are 5.5 out. The Browns are 8.5 out. And the Red Sox are 8.5 out. So again, the Philadelphia A's playing really well right now. And of course, everyone expected that. Let's look at the league leaders. Joe Cronin leads the league at 469, but it's still early. Ruth is hitting 3rd. Gehrig is 5th. Combs is hitting 8th. So they're definitely doing their job. In the hits department, no one, I think, Combs has gone in there hitting about 9th or 10th in hits. In doubles, there's no Yankee in doubles, no Yankee in triples. In home runs, Ruth has 4 home runs, but Al put the foot in the bucket. Simmons has 7, and Carl Reynolds has 5. So that's good to see. Lou Gehrig with 20 RBIs leads the American League. Ruth is 4th with 17. Ruth leads the world. Ruth and Fox lead the league in walks with 18. And let's see. Guess that'll be it there. So, folks, thank you. Again, we appreciate everyone coming in here. This has been a wonderful night. Thank you. This has been the Sports Time Machine for presentation of the Yankees 1930 replay. And please like if you haven't. Please subscribe. Appreciate everyone. Have a good rest of your evening. This has been a Yankee doubleheader. Hopefully we'll see you again. Yankees and Indians to finish their 2-game series.